Yes, the Arsenal Brighton game, Mikel Arteta starting with the same lineup that he started the very first game, the very second game in this campaign. But unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. Kanute, I will ask you what happened in that very game that Arsenal had to play out a one-or draw against Brighton and Hove Albion at the Emirates. To some extent, it was looking like that game was being played at the Emirates Stadium, but it was being played at the Emirates. That's now they were unable to get the maximum of 3 points. What happened?
I think before, first of all, Brighton is a good side. There's no doubt about that. We're coast side, play good football. But prior to the red card, I think Arsenal had that game. Probably Brighton there was no more of a threat from Brighton. So I feel that what happened was very clear. The red card actually changed the outcome of that game. I think Arsenal had to go on a defensive mood, and that was the only way, because this Brighton side, if you are one man down, even with 11-11, they are a good side that can pick you up. But even a man up, you expect them to pick you up if you come out to attack. A similar thing that happened last season, Tottenham Chelsea, where Tottenham were 2 man down, still playing on high line. You don't do that against a good footballing side. So I think the red card actually changed the outcome of the game. Declan Rice actually did something. He made a silly mistake. Yeah, it happens. Probably maybe he felt it couldn't be a second yellow card, because I think there's no issue. I don't have issue with the yellow card, the second yellow card especially, because he actually kicked the ball. But what I'm looking at him from Premier League referee is consistency. I think the first half, Joao Pedro did something similar, even kicked the ball even worse, and he didn't get any card. So Declan Rice did something even lesser, and he got a yellow card, which ended up being a second yellow card to a red card. So it's just the consistency. If I'm not saying the decision is not right, but the consistency in the with the officiating in Premier League, 3 games to the Premier League, it has started again.
And Sonny Bobo, the Bukayo Saka, of course, equaling the record of Thierry Henry, 3 consecutive games in the beginning of the season, having 3 assists. Bukayo Saka, of course, he assisted Kai Havertz to open the scoring against Brighton, but at the end of the all, he ended in a 1-1 draw. Would you say this Arsenal team, they are good to go this very campaign?
Yeah, I think they are good to go. Imagine playing against Brighton and you're 1 man down early in the second half, and you're able to hold on. So even though you were leading, they were able to pull one back, and you were able to hold on against Brighton, who plays good. But no matter who is Brighton manager, no matter who is their coach, they have good players. We were seeing the game, and when they were about to make the last change, the last substitute, I was talking to Kante, was like, man, these people, they have players. So you can see people coming from the bench and all that. So they have the players, and they can match you 2-2. That's what Brighton can. So I think I'll give kudos to Arsenal for being able to hold on, at least save a point from that particular game, because it was not easy. What really happened in that game was that Declan Rice happened. That was just that, because that would have been a straight win for Arsenal. It's just that red card, that silly mistake.
That changed the course of the game?
Yes, he changed the course of the game. He actually changed the course of the game. That was a sort of indiscipline from Declan Rice. You don't need to do that. You are winning, so there's no need doing that, kicking the ball away and all that. But talking about the consistency, that's exactly what I was talking about when they brought out the rules of the season and all that. It's still going to happen. It's still going to continue. But I think Arsenal had Brighton at that corner, but not until when the red card happened. Declan Rice got the red card. At least imagine getting your first red card of your career, and that in that manner, it's not really a good one. But Arsenal were able to keep themselves together, able to hold on, not losing that game. It was a good one from them. Then as for Saka, I think he really played well. He played well, and also equaling that record of Thierry Henry is a great feat achieved by Saka, and he has more, and I think he's going to do more. He has many years to play for, and that the guy is really doing well for Arsenal and football in general.
Going into this game, of course, we've seen Martin Odegaard is the creative force of Arsenal Football Club. There was a little injury scare that happened, and of course, some Arsenal fans were like, wow. In the absence of Martin Odegaard, what becomes the fate of Arsenal Football Club? In a situation where he is in there, who drops into that position to bring out the creativity in the team?
It just shows for probably that they lack depth. I would have expected Arsenal this season, especially this transfer window, to increase in terms of depth, because last season you have Smith Rowe, you have
depth. They added Ricardo Calafiori, they added Mikel Merino, they added Raheem Sterling. When you talk about depth, these are additions.
No depth, but you just mentioned the 10th position. Who's there to fill? Yeah, who's there to fill it? Who is there like his natural position? There are people that can fill that position. Merino can fill. Who is already injured. We're in 4 to 8 weeks. Kai Havertz, but how long when did he play that
It's been a
last
long
time? It's been a
time.
long time. I don't think even Trossard can fit in there. Then we have the young lad Waneri. Yes, I think because of Waneri, that's why they allow Vera to go on loan. So I think, but nobody can do it just like Odegaard. I think probably that's why I was subbed out from the game. Apart from maybe tactical reason based on the red card. You saw that after I got that scare, he was limping. He wasn't even 100% fit. So hopefully, I think thank God the international break maybe it might lead him not to go to international break if he has to rest. But it shows that there's lack of depth. But in terms of emergency situation, I believe we are players that can call on and fit into that position.
Something about Leandro Trossard, of course, we know when he was called upon in the last game, he rose up to the occasion. They got an important goal for us, and of course, that proved to the manager that he was fit to be a starter. He started ahead of Martinelli. Did he give 100% despite starting ahead of Gabriel Martinelli?
I think he was in the game in the first half. He really played well. I think one thing again, when we were seeing that game, I said something. I said he is somebody who is better off coming up from the bench. That's how I see him, because I think he was rewarded with the whole thing that he played coming off the bench to get that goal. I mean, the last game they played, so that was why he started. But he has proven that he can start ahead of Martinelli, because this season Martinelli, even towards the tail end of last season, Martinelli has not been that Martinelli we knew, and this is that he's not up and doing. He's not. I think he's not there right now. He's not playing so well. So that's why you have to start Odegaard. I think what is his name? The Belgian. That's why he has to start Trossard. That's why Trossard started there. But it was when the red card happened. Yeah, everybody have to just kind of we have to defense. We have to make sure we don't lose the game, and that's exactly why he would do. But in the first half, he was really playing well, and he played very beautiful.
We've seen teams in situations where a team, a big side, of course, in quotes, where they are a one-man down, playing against a mid-table team, in quotes also, but sometimes the red card doesn't really show that we say maybe Manchester City, they, for example, have a red card against a team like Wolverhampton Wanderers, Bournemouth. Manchester City still owns a domination. But in this case, Arsenal, they were playing at home, the red card to Declan Rice happened, and they lost everything, total control of that very game. Will you attribute it to management or the decision Mikel Arteta took, what instructions he gave out to the lads?
I think it's. I just
they lost the control of that game.
Obviously,
they are not playing against an evenly matched, maybe Manchester United, maybe Liverpool.
I wouldn't take a Manchester United side, because Brighton plays a better football than Manchester United. That's a fact. Brighton play more expansive football in terms of possession. Brighton holds possession more. So I think the thing is that, okay, I should be able to fear, but you cannot. I think at the end of the day, he got the point. So I think that was that matters. He got the point, because if they have come out, okay, let's play 11, let's play with Amamada. There's always a hole, and how did the goal come from Brighton? Because of that hole that was there, the midfield.
That's the question.
Yeah, the hole that was there. Probably maybe removing an attacker and bringing. But this thing is not
the right decision.
Yeah, it's not maybe probably it's not really black and white, because at that time, before the goal came in, he was trying to bring in Calafiori.
Calafiori isn't a midfielder.
You
lost a midfielder.
At the same time, yes, you lost a midfielder.
A quality midfielder at that. You need to take away a striker, an attacker, and drop in a midfielder to balance the midfield.
But you're talking about if you want to actually go for that draw. But if you want to go for the goal, if you want to think that you can still get, and if you look at the game, even the two players that left, Saka and what is his name, Havertz, almost even got the goal. Havertz almost scored a goal that the keeper saved. Then Saka almost got that goal. So even if you want to defend them, but you can actually score a goal. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I think that's what he feels that can happen. He feels that he has a defensive setup that can. He almost made that change before that mistake. Regardless of the change, probably if it was still happening, it would have still happened. But removing your attacker, that is okay. You want to settle for a draw, but I don't think he wanted to settle for a draw. He still felt that he can still sneak in the win, and it almost happened. So I think kudos to him. He got the draw, and he almost even got the win, because if you look at after the red card, the shot on target, Arsenal got even much clear chance to score to win that game than even the Brighton. Brighton only dominated possession, and which is not normal. Brighton dominates possession even when 11-11. Brighton is a good full inside.
All right, yes, that game ended in a 1-1 draw. Brighton defeated Manchester United, going into this game with that sort of momentum, thinking that they can get all important points. It's not impossible. It is football, anything can happen. But at the end of it all, Mikel Arteta knew what to do, preventing them from getting the 3 points. They shared spoils in that very game. Brighton won, Arsenal won, Brighton won. As an Arsenal fan out there, or as a Brighton fan out there, would you say you're satisfied with the performance of your team, despite being a one down for Arsenal? Of course, despite completing the 11 players in the field of play for Brighton and Hove Albion, and they were unable to get a desired 3 points. Are you okay? Are you satisfied with it?